Hey, so I wanted to talk about, as I'm training for my ultra marathon, how I balance life with training. So I have a full-time job. I have a family. I'm a husband and a father. I'm almost 40 years old. And so I've got a lot on my plate, but I still want to put in the miles necessary to be ready for an ultra marathon, which takes a lot of time. So for me, along with I know many of you out there that are training for ultras, the key or one of the keys is being able to get myself out of bed in the morning, and that's something that has often been a struggle for me. But I've found that if I can get in the habit of getting up very early and getting those miles in while everybody else is sleeping, then I have the time and the freedom to do the other things that I need to do without sacrificing those relationships, without sacrificing my work and things like that. And in the beginning, you might feel like, oh, well, if you get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, you're going to be tired all day. But for me, the me who was 280 pounds and who slept in had a lot less energy than the me who is 40 pounds lighter and who just went for a 10-mile run this morning. So it's a matter of getting over those humps, getting through those barriers by just mental persistence. And I've tried to use a lot of different things to motivate myself because I have had trouble getting myself out of bed consistently. One of the things I heard somebody say online is win the morning. And so as soon as my alarm goes off, I say to myself, win the morning. You don't want to lose to the morning by hitting that snooze button and rolling back over. You got to win the morning. And so that if I just say that little phrase, it kind of helps motivate me to get my feet on the floor and lace up my shoes and go for a run. As hard as it can be to get myself out of bed in the morning, never once in my life have I gotten out of bed early and then regretted it. Every time I go for a run, by the time I'm done for the run, I feel so much better about myself and so much better about my day. On the flip side of that, almost every single time I roll back over and go back to sleep and don't go for a run, I regret it. And I have negative self-talk throughout the whole day because I'm kicking myself for not having gone for that run in the morning early. So it's that split second decision of whether or not you're going to do it. If you make up your mind the night before that no matter how tired you are, no matter how you feel when that alarm goes off, that you're going to put your feet on the floor and get out of bed and just take one step at a time as you get ready to get out the door and go for that run. Making that choice will impact your whole day. And like I said, that impacts my relationships and the way I go about my responsibilities in my job, as a father, as a husband. I now have more energy to do those things and to do them better because I've been able to force myself into the habit of getting up early and going for those long runs. The thing that I would recommend that goes along with that is communication, particularly with your family, with your spouse and with your children. Let them know what your goals are and let them know what you're working towards, and let them know that there are going to be barriers that you're going to have to break through, and mommy or daddy might be tired for a few weeks while I get into this groove of this new routine, but in the long run, it's going to be better for all of us because I'm going to be a better version of me, and involve them in that process. Maybe if your kids are old enough to ride their bikes, let them ride their bike alongside you while you go for a run on the weekends, or get your family involved in your nutrition. Talk to them about healthy meals and preparing healthy meals. Maybe get your kids together and help them, if they're of the right age, to cook healthy meals for dinner or something along those lines. But what I've found is running, especially running ultra distances, can be a very solitary thing, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. For me, I like to be out there on the road alone, putting in long miles and in my headspace. But at home, it shouldn't be a solitary thing. It needs to be something that you share with the whole family. Otherwise, you put that rift between you and the family, and it starts to cause problems. So involve them, communicate with them, and let them share in you trying to reach towards your goals. Let them play a part in that. It'll be better all around for everybody.